Danay and Daniel, thanks for speaking with me today. So I've watched the first 3 episodes of the third series, and I'm absolutely gripped. You've got me back into zombie thrillers. And it's your character, Troy, which just seems to be, he just is out there. Like, he has the most complex personality issues. It seems like, to put it lightly.
It's a good way of saying it,
So does he have maternal issues? Because I was trying to work him out, and it seems like there's some kind of dynamic between him and Madison where he really mistrusts her, but at the same time, he's seeking some type of maternal influence. Am I right, or am I totally off?
I think I think you are. I mean, I think there's a great deal going on with that relationship. I think that, for number one, I think she represents something that he's never seen before, which is somebody, he can usually manipulate his way around a lot of situations, but she is, he's a big observer of people, and I think he recognizes in her somebody who can play the game as well as he can, and is has as many kind of ulterior motives as he has kind of developed over the years, and I think he recognizes the power of her, and I think he's intrigued by it, and I think there's a lot of things in there. I think there's maternal in there, and I think there's, there's a lot of things that Troy's feeling that he is also unable to comprehend well, because he's never had to deal with these things, and hasn't had the kind of softener of having lots of people in his life, and so she represents lots of things for him, firsts for him, you know.
Okay, and Luciana, I feel so sorry for her. At the end of last series, she thought she was going to get across the border, and now she's got a serious wound. So how does her character unravel in series 3? Does she get back to her feisty self?
Yeah, she does, but in a different way. I mean, I think after this crazy traumatic event that happened, when she comes back to herself, she's never going to be the same. She's going to see the world different. She's going to see the people around her differently. And one of them is Troy, of course, because he was involved and his people in this attack. And then that's one of the reasons she cannot stay at that ranch, is because they were part of this completely insane attack against innocent people. So it's a crazy journey for sure, and her decisions are like very strong from that moment forward.
And of course, Daniel, you were brand new to the series. Yeah. How was that? Were you nervous? Because obviously, I assume you don't have real life experiences like Troy's to draw on. Hopefully,
I don't. No, yeah. All those times I've killed people. I think your job as an actor in joining a series is just like that. They've made such an amazing. They're kind of like an orchestra, you know. They're playing so well. You just hope that you can kind of come in there and add something to it without kind of messing it up in some way, or overplaying your section, or whatever it is you hope that you join seamlessly in some way. And certainly for me, like joining a cast like this of such talented people, that it's a joy to kind of come in and be able to play in the world that they've created. It was very kind of, I found it very kind of seamless. Actually, it was quite a lovely thing, because they are so welcoming.
And your character Luciana, she was involved in this major scene trying to get across the Mexico-US border at the end of the last series, which was an amazing scene, by the way. And I read online that it was of particular personal importance to you because you were pleased that the Mexican border was shown with a lot of importance. Was that true?
Oh no, we actually shot at the real border.
You shot at the real border?
Oh yeah, I was like, how can we make this possible? This is weird. We really shot at the border. It was Nick, and it was Frank and me with a little girl, and the entire colony in the back, like 70 people at the border. And the other side, the cars were really passing, back and forth with the police patrol, the entire thing. And then the shooting starts, and things start exploding, and the people start screaming, and I get shot, and blood is happening. And I'm thinking to myself, what am I doing? This is a funny job. Like for 2 days, I'm like, we were shooting at the border. And then this year, I found out, like Bernardo Trujillo, which is our art department director, he's like, I couldn't believe last year. Do you remember that? I'm like, I thought it was me. But it was really incredible. It was one of those moments that you will never forget.
That sounds like so much fun.
It was cool because we go across the border all the time, and every time I crossed this year, I'm like, yeah, I'm the girl that was there. Oh yeah, we were here. I'm like, yeah, it's crazy, but it was one of those moments that you will never forget. Never.
So most characters in the show don't seem to be enjoying being constantly attacked by the undead, but your character Troy seems to have this maniacal glee about him. Does he relish it in some way?
I think there's an aspect of it that yes, I think he enjoys certain aspects of it, but I think like more importantly, I don't think there's a bloodlust. I certainly trying to avoid that in Troy, is that I think he's doing it for a reason. I think he enjoys the reason he's doing it, but I think it's not because he loves blood, it's because he wants to understand things, understand how things work and what it is that caused this and what it is that causes people to kind of turn, or both kind of in a zombie sense, but also in a more kind of complex social sense. And so I think he is also, you got to remember, has never really dealt with people. So there is an enjoyment of almost being able to like suddenly learn all these things about people and things, and have all these new influences in his life that has been quite isolated so far. So yeah, I think there's an enjoyment in the terms of just being like, wow, like there isn't a world outside of this. There are people that think differently, and that's an enjoyable thing for Troy, I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey